there are, effectively 2 classrooms that are dedicated to school department personnel that will not be occupied. Every other room is occupied or designed to be utilized once the building is open, immediately. We have an extra desk or 2 in the tax office. We have, and the reality is that they may not even be extra, in that when people come into that office to do some of their, in the clerk's office and the tax office, there's space that's needed for people to transact, to make transactions. And we're not, this is not a gilding of any lily. This is a functional assessment of what is necessary to make it work and be ready for us the day that we move in. The idea that it's gone from 58 to, I don't know how the 58 came about. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. We need 211, I believe, whatever the number is, the total number. I mean, we can try to do it without them, but okay, I'm not going into that building without them. That's the bottom line. I'm not going into that building without them.
Even 211 is different from 198. So 211 is 198. That's what I'm trying to get at. You don't seem to really know how many you really want. Even Kevin's son says he even says in the bottom of his email, I'm not sure why the architect is not being held accountable for the data consultant's design omission in terms of data quality, unless he was explicitly told to provide 50 jobs. So I don't understand if we're using Terry's son now as a viable reference, which I'm not disputing his accolades. I understand that it's highly specialized where people understand and train in these things. Data architecture is a whole complex matter. But again, we were on 50 and now, I mean, that's like $30,000 plus here that we could play around with, and instead we're going to say no change order because of a mystery in 50 to 198. If we knew we needed 211, we should have been able to say, here's the number of FTEs moving, here's the number of computers that are moving, here are the whole brand new phone lines that we're moving, here's the number, and that should have been the number we originally moved. I don't see how there's much of a change between March or April or July at the end of it. It just seems like a really big oversight, and that's my piece on it.
In the first response, who handles the network of architecture in town? Networks are by owner and not by the builder.
Right, it would be by us.
By us, so it was an oversight, and we have to fix it.
No, it's not, you could understand.
But it's not.
It is an oversight.
It's not an oversight.
It's an oversight. Who cares? We gotta do something.
Whatever
today,
the
folks.
terminology, we need to fix it,
Let's
because
get
the
real.
building has to function.
My point is that at the beginning of the project, as we look at these projects moving forward, technology is an increased piece of all projects. It's 2019. We should be looking at the project and saying, how does our architectural network design look on top of how does our regular design look? And we should be planning for all these things up front. IT should not be an afterthought in 2019. It has huge cost when there's an error, as we're seeing now. And if we continue to do that, that is how we end up in a vulnerability for a cyber attack. Because even in the Coventry example, that was a user that clicked on Gmail that was through Google. And a lot of times you find out it's because employees are communicating with other people through Facebook. Those are your real risks for hacking, not wireless or wireless. It's through training and education in that area. But at this point, it's just an overreach. So I just don't get it. That's my opinion.
Mr. President, I had a conversation with Mr. Pilati. Let the state this about more than I know about it. Probably will let them know about it. Mr. Pilati, would you mind? Do you have any thoughts on this? Sure. Sorry.
Eric Marty, Court. So I'm sorry that the last time I got to say something about it, that all the reserves we need to have everything wireless. I certainly had to say that, but I don't believe it did. Wireless is one option, one modern option. It isn't very. I would hope you're going to have a combination of both, because when you go into a conference room for a meeting, someone comes in from the outside and they have a laptop, they're going to want to look something up on the internet. So you should have a guest Wi-Fi. You should also have local Wi-Fi for people who have that. And sure, have wired connection. Particularly, the town planner, he has a wired connection. He deals with file sizes in the gigabytes. Okay? The average user, however, doesn't have anything close to a tiny fraction of that need, okay? So, but yes, a wired connection is typically a 1 gigabit connection. As a confusing terminology that my industry uses. We talk about bandwidth in gigabits, but we talk about file sizes in megabytes and gigabytes. 8-to-1 ratio. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So if you have a gigabit connection, you can handle 125 megabytes per second. That's what it does. Okay? So if you look at your own home cable systems, if you have internet, unless you're paying a significant premium, I'm sure you have less than 100 megabits. You probably have your 20 to your home connection. That's what a lot of cable companies put in as standard. Okay? And you have no problems with it. You can watch movies, right? All that kind of stuff. Movies take up some of the highest bandwidth there is. So the individual connections, maybe you do need 200 connections. That still appears how they came with that number for a building that size, but okay. You need 200 connections. You can provide that in many different ways. And many, if not all of them, can be wired. I question the cost of putting in actual drives. I mean, in a company like mine, we wanted to add more people. We were growing this a few years ago. We had another new section of our office. We got 8-port switches. You know, the section that we wanted to wire up for 16 drops. We stuck 2 8-port switches on the wall. We plugged them into 2 drops, and we had now 16 new 100 megabit connections. That's what we got. It cost us about $65 and less than an hour of labor done by one of my team. Okay? And if you're not familiar, this is what a 4-port switch looks like. It's a little bigger than a typical man's wallet. Okay, so just expand it a little bit. 8 ports, about this big, and thick. And it turns 1 port, 1 drop, one $200 drop into 8 connections. But it's wired, and it does give you that additional security, you know, all the things that you're looking for with a wired drop. So there are many ways to get it. I question the cost. By the way, $260 a drop, I would consider very high. 211, okay, that to me is at the top end, but 200 is very normal. Okay, that's what our customers typically pay. I mean, we're not charging that, but the network services companies that we work with typically $200 a drop. I mean, there's a lot of labor. You got to run hundreds of feet of cable. You got to crimp the ends on. You got to bring it out, make sure it's working. It's a cost. So that's not a bad price for a drop. But if you put in 50, and I'm just throwing that number up, that's the one you use, and then you add a collection of 4 and 8-port switches, you'll have hundreds and hundreds of connection points that you can use. If you're using voice over IP phone system, I thought you're getting a phone system. That part of the problem is a voice over IP.
It is.
Okay. So for any of the computers that have, they almost always have an Ethernet connection you can plug into. Plug the phone into that. Don't use up one of the wall outlets. Have it go right through that computer. Save yourself cable. Right? Put in a 2-foot cable instead of a 20-foot cable. There's just lots of ways to do this. And this is how things are done today. Okay? Use wireless, go wherever you can, where it's appropriate. A lot of you have personal, you use a lot of personal printers in this town, in the offices, where everybody has a $100 printer, and you just pay for the expensive ink. Those usually connect to Bluetooth. If you want to connect it straight to their local printer. Nothing's more secure than that, by the way. You plug straight into the computer you're talking to. So I would hope you look at it. I know you need connection. Look at what you need. Look at the flexibility you get. Wired, you put them in, you pay for them, but they're whether you use them or not. These are very expandable, like they'll say. And these are, you know, this particular device, one of the things the administrator mentioned was having managed control the network and for a 4-quart, $38 for 8 quart. So when you do the math on that, you get to 200 quarts. It's a lot less than what we're talking about. But look at where you need ports. Make sure you have the ports throughout the building so you can expand on them doing this. I'll throw one for you that actually is a little more money. Have some of your ports be Cat 6. Right now we're playing on Cat 5 wiring.
No, it's all Cat 6 line.
Oh, it is Cat 6, okay. But invest in some Cat 6 routers and stuff so you get the additional bandwidth you get out of that. You know, again, you have some high data users that will get benefits. So that's what I just wanted to clarify some of the other stuff. Hope it's helpful. Hope we can, as a resident, I know we've got to be tight fiscally. And if we can save $30,000 here, $10,000 there, we should do it.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Clark? Sure. Have you been in Kendall Green? Have you walked through it?
Not since the renovation started, no.
Okay. I was wondering, could you or one of your associates take a walk through it?
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how it's being done with the architectural or the historic restoration aspect of it too.
Okay.
But no, I'd be happy to.
Would you?
I would want to bring my IT out.
Would you? Yeah. Is this gratis, Mr. Polari?
This is gratis, of course it's gratis. I actually was going to buy, just so you know, I went to, on my way back from South Bay, stopped at Staples in Smithfield. Because I wanted to actually bring in one of these, okay? But I wasn't going to pay $44 for one that I can buy on the internet for $28. So sorry about that, I was going to bring it in and hand it to you as a gift, but I'd certainly be happy to spend a couple of hours in the building with Sergio and I have been the town's IT guy. I didn't realize it was part-time, it's very capable.
So I guess it comes down to expediency. How soon could we get this? I know you came about committee, speaking to your technology guy.
Well, he reports to me. If I say, Sergio, we're doing this on Thursday, unless he really has to rearrange the schedule for a customer, I think, we can do it in short notice.
That's good. Council, would you be amenable to having Mr. Plotty come over with an IT, Mr. Plotty's a specialist, but bring in associate to take a look at this, so we can possibly save a lot of money and speed up the process?
Actually, by the way, construction-wise, you can speed it up too. If you stay with a smaller number of drops and leave something like this to be done by whether it's your IT guy or somebody else. Really, you put it in 15 minutes, you have four connections. But it's very popular among small businesses who do that. So, but it's just something to consider. Obviously, go whatever way you feel you need to go. Just want to make sure you're aware of the options. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Plotty. Appreciate it. So would it be appropriate to call a vote on approving the last proposal that was denied, or calling a vote one way or another to approve it or disapprove it? And then we need a motion to ask Mr. Clark to come and take a look at what we have next week. Save us time and money. So should that be about right, Solicitor?
You could definitely do it. All right.
So, we're going to make a motion to deny the request for the additional drops over at Kendall Green. That's a motion. And to stay with to get the original 58 drops of $15,202.
Motion by Mrs. Wesley.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start. I didn't realize you were going to make a motion to deny. I thought you wanted, if that's your choice, obviously it's your prerogative, but I thought you were going to ask Mr. Devani to get involved.
Yeah, I was going to.
Why would you want the item would you want the item to be continued for that purpose?
Okay.
Yeah, I did, again, it's your prerogative, but if you're going to keep the item alive for discussion, then we should keep the item alive for discussion.
Yes, and I just want to make sure that there's a sense of urgency here too, so that we get this back.
The item that's on the agenda, Mr. Solicitor.
And he can
Is
say
it,
it's
I
still
understand that, the item that's on the agenda is the change orders for Ron Wingman. That's what the agenda item is. Had to have a third party come in and go through the building and look at it. And there's change orders for Ron Wingman. Now, just before we go any further, everybody needs to understand, we're already 3 weeks behind, because we waited 3 weeks now since we denied this thing. You're 3 weeks behind on this thing. You're gonna go further behind on this project. And my fear is you're gonna incur a greater cost as the walls are finished, painted, ceiling tiles are in, floors are finished, and all of that work is done. This is not just computer drops. We've mentioned drops, it's not just computer drops. It has to do with EMA, with their phone service, their radios, and things like that. It has to do with television monitors that we're setting up in the building. It has to do with projection in council chamber room. It has to do with a whole host of issues in there. The elevator
Including
has to
issues
have,
that
the
can't go
elevator,
down when the power goes down.
the elevator needs to have phone service, computer service on it as well. There's a whole host of issues that are involved in this process. It's not just a simple thing of dropping a line down and we get some improvement. It's greater than that. It's part of the process. You know, we're already 3 weeks behind. If you want to delay it, we're going to be even further behind. And I just want to caution you. Time is becoming money in this project. It's slated to be done in 20 days. If it's not done and we're still in that building, we're going to start carrying costs for general conditions on that process. And that's not cheap. And that will be on us. It will not be because of the contractor or anyone else. It will be because of the town has delayed this project. You need to be aware of that. You're at that point that you're going to delay this project, and anyone going in there, they incur greater costs because they're going to have to start opening walls up again and running new lines that are not presently there at greater labor costs. I just want everyone to be aware of that up front. To try to save a little bit of money here, I can guarantee, I can't guarantee, I almost guarantee you that we'll spend more than that by far delaying this.
So, can I ask a question, Mr. President? To Mr. Flavia? So, question, he's here, he's an expert in this area, is that okay?
Well, he may be knowledgeable on it, I wouldn't call him an expert.
No, I just want to ask you a
This
simple
question
question.
is Flavia, but I'm not gonna say he's an expert.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Here's more
I don't
going into
need
this than I do, so I'm just gonna ask him. A stack, right, where you can convert, where you can split out the drop line, right? Switch, yeah, switch. So, how much files, what file size can that support, what data use can that support? Can that support all times work?
At worst, I mean, they're all 1 gigabit ports. So if you take one of those boxes and plug it into a 1 gigabit port, each one has potential of still getting 1 gigabit. If all 8 are busy at full bore all at once, you're getting 125 megabits. Okay? So to give you an idea, that the amount of time it takes to open a typical spreadsheet at that speed is about 41 thousandths of a second. So that's what you're dealing with. You can still watch streaming movies, okay? Because you only need about 5 megabits to watch a streaming movie. Not the people watching streaming movies working. But, unless it's a town council video, now they don't watch it. But yeah, that's how it divvies up.
I'd rather see us get a little creative in this. If the technology is there to support operations with a wired connection, I don't understand why we can focus then where do the drops get added that are going to require the individual drop to be there. And for the things that don't require a lot of data or files sharing or stuff like that, you can put a stack on them, right? A stack, and then you can switch and you can hook those things up. I think to spend the additional $30,000+ when there's alternative solutions, we should ask New England Alarm, what does that cost difference look like if we were to use a switch? My whole point of this is to get creative in our problems and to solve them at a cheaper price point than just saying, now we have an overage in a project, and yet no one knows what the overage cost is going to be because there's no numbers in front of me telling me how far out the project delay is going to cost us. So it's great to say that there's going to be a substantial cost, but without knowing the actual data to say this is what the carrying cost is going to be, I don't don't know how much I can anticipate.
What do you mean by the carrying
So you're saying
cost?
that like the carrying cost of this project, if it's delayed in that 2 or 3 weeks, is gonna start incurring a substantial cost, but what do those costs look like?
Off the top of my head, I can't tell you, but extended general conditions go in thousands of dollars a day. And the question that I would ask Mr. Bellotti is, he makes these statements, and I'm not getting into a back and forth with you, but are you even aware of what Alon New England is proposing to put into the building? Have you even seen what their proposal was?
Only when I saw online.
Have you seen the drawings of the buildings?
No.
So we're making statements without actually seeing the construction documents.
We're going beyond that, Mr. President. We're trying to design the system here in the meeting, if I might, sir, is just absurd. And, you know, I also going to caution that, you know, we live in a world where we have to go to competitive bid, or we have to do it through an MPA. This isn't going to happen in a week or two. You want to go through a whole new design, a redesign? Okay, we'll go back to square one. We'll finish this sometime in May. I mean, this is, let's look at the municipal reality. You know, I've heard what Mr. Bellotti has to offer. I'd love to be able to go in some of the directions that everyone has touted. I'm facing the facts of what we're living with and where we are with this building and with this project. I've also, you know, listened and also listened to other experts, and I'm absolutely convinced that we are headed in the right direction in improving this change order. You can dream about all of the things that you'd like to do. This is the real work that needs to be done. That's all I have to offer. Thank you.
I would hope everyone is aware that when it's a municipality, we have to pay prevailing wage.